y'all, it's Britt Lathrece and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be here today. So what I'm going to do today is show you my entire Louis Vuitton collection. I'm really excited because I realize I've shown you all in bits and pieces, but never in its entirety. And I think it's just really interesting to see how it's grown over the past few years. So wanted to round it up, show it to you guys, give a little words about each item. And yeah, so let's get started. So my first piece is this Louis Vuitton scarf. It is so beautiful, y'all. I was just really attracted to its colorway, and I don't know, I felt like if you're gonna venture into like ready to wear and accessories, Paris was such a good place to start. So I got it. I love it so much. I also got my mom one, but as I keep it to my collection and my collection only, I'll show you guys this one. But I love it. For me, it's the black, it's the white, it's the gold, it's the beige. It's just all of it. I love it. It's very easy to wear. I feel like this over a coat, over a really nice turtleneck, over a blazer is gonna just be so good. It's gonna like set the entire outfit off in all the right ways. So love this so much. And very excited that I added this to my collection. The next piece was presented to me in Paris. So I asked for blankets. And of course, I was gonna just get the quintessential like LV blanket that I think like a lot of people have it. Not like a lot, but I feel like if you buy a blanket, that's the one people tend to get. But then I was presented this beauty, and it was this like, honestly, they say it's a baby blanket, but I don't care what it is. I love it. It is this. It really has this like beautiful, they call it like a flowers. I think it's like, I can't remember the proper name, but it's definitely like the blanket that shows off like the LV flowers. And it is in the like beige and cream colorway along with like the inverse. So I love this so much because I felt like it was very easy to incorporate into my home, into the current color scheme that I have. It was one of those items that I think is just going to really blend in very well. I think it can be worn a variety of ways, displayed a variety of ways, and I just had always wanted this. This is something that's been on my wish list for a very long time, and I thought Paris was the perfect place to get it, especially with how it was presented to me. I did not expect to see this, and when I did, I was like, oh my God, I have to take this with me. So love it so much for that, and I'm very excited that it is a part of my collection. So the next thing is this piece, the Etoile Voyage. Oh my gosh, y'all. This was one of the first pieces that I wanted from LV when I started collecting, but it was such a practical piece that I kind of kept putting it on the back burner. However, when I got to Paris, I was like, let me get this. I use this so much. I put my laptop in it, and I'm really excited that I have it because I just had always wanted it. I feel like in Paris, of course, the price was right and the timing was right, and it was just one of those items that as I was just like looking through my wish list and trying to kind of like see what I wanted while I was like literally like at the home of Louis Vuitton, I was like, okay, this can definitely, I think it's time. I definitely think it's time, and I'm so happy that I bought it. The other piece is the zippy wallet. I love my zippy wallet, y'all. I use it every single day. It is such a good piece. I am very much more a person that's drawn now to wallets that hold more cards than cash. And I feel like the size is right. It just was such a good piece, and it's something that I've been wanting for a long time. I also love their long wallets as well, but I realized that this is the really perfect size for me. If I could change anything about it, which not too much would I change, but I would make it hold a few more cards because I feel like I run out of card slots because I do have a lot of cards. But other than that, I love it. I love it so much. So this is the last piece that I picked up from the Paris haul, and it is the Nice BB. I've wanted this so long, y'all, to put my makeup in because I know it is a very practical item from the brand. I need to buy my Samorga like organizer for it so it can really display my makeup and hold it the way that I want and fit all the things that I want to in it. But yeah, like I am so happy I got this, and buying this in Paris was cheaper than buying the Nice Nano here. So it was definitely worth it to purchase in Paris, like seriously. All right, so that concludes the Paris portion of things, and those are all things that I purchased in 2022. There's some irony with this one, which is kind of cracking me up right now. But before I went to Paris, this was the last item that I purchased, which was my LV passport cover. Y'all, I purchased this far before I even knew that I was going to be taking an international trip or anything this year, but I'm so happy I did. This is not one of those items that I would get necessarily thinking about cost per wear. This is one of that you just get because you want it and it's nice to have. I feel like this item reignited the travel bug in me in all the best ways, and I was super happy to have it. It was just such a nice piece to have and travel with, and I felt really great with it. Like, I've already said that this was one of those pieces that you get for the feels versus the practicality, and I just feel great having this, and I loved it with me like on my trip, and it is so good. So yeah, y'all, love it so much, and this really got me wanting to get some more stamps in my passport for sure. Yeah. So the next item that I purchased before that is the key clay or key pouch. Y'all, this for me has not been what I thought it would be. I don't really know what I thought I was going to use it for. I thought I was just going to like run around with it a lot more. And I find that I do not necessarily like to do that with it. I think it's a little bit small. I know it can hold things, but perhaps I haven't given it the fair chance that it deserves. But after having it, I just really haven't worn it as much as I initially anticipated. I'm still happy to have it because I do still think it serves a purpose, especially in mini bags where you don't have a lot of room and my zippy wallet may feel a little bit too big. So I do think it's definitely great for that, but I personally have not gravitated towards this item that much upon owning it. And yeah, like for me, if it's like love it, leave it, I could have left it, but I'm happy I have it. The next item is my niece Nano. I love this so much. It's so cute, but also y'all, I keep realizing that I keep changing the purpose of it for myself. So I thought it was going to be good to store jewelry, but I realized I have way too much jewelry to store this in. So this is definitely going to probably be like more of a traveling type of item for jewelry. And while it's at home, I really need to kind of figure out what I do want to use it for. It still has jewelry like in it right now, but I just need something a little bit bigger, I realized. So definitely kind of like reconfiguring what I'm going to use this for. I still love it and I'm still going to use it, of course. It's so cute. But I would say if you had to choose one between the Niece BB and the Niece Nano, I personally would just get the Niece BB. If you're looking for something a little bit practical for the money, I would say the Niece BB is like the one you go for, or the Niece Mini if you didn't want something as tall and big, but you wanted something to maybe hold your like makeup or like personal items or something along those lines. The item prior to that I ordered in 2021 but got in 2022 was the new Nano Speedy. I love this item so much, y'all. This is it's so good. It's so cute. It's so good. This is the one that I decided to keep as a part of my permanent collection instead of my old Nano Speedy, which I loved as well. But of course, you only need one, and this is the one that I decided to keep, and I love it so much. I love its adjustable strap. I love the size. I love that it looks like a mini HL, and it's so cute, y'all. It is just the cutest thing. I actually even like it's like already pre-patinaed like vachetta, which is really nice. The next item that I received as a gift, and this is in 2021, was this cosmetic pouch. I love it so much. I can't lie, y'all, though, I haven't been using this as much lately because I haven't been carrying larger bags. I usually kind of take this like on the go with me. Instead, I sometimes just mostly just carry my zippy wallet with me, and of course this can't fit into a zippy wallet, which is why this hasn't gotten as much love as it deserves lately, but it is one of my favorite things that I have as a part of my collection. I love it, and I just think having like a on-the-go cosmetic case and in a size that you can really take with you is just so perfect, and I love it for that. My collection really started post the toiletry days, so if I could have gotten toiletry, I maybe would have, but I don't know. I just love this so much. The next item that I purchased in December 2021 was my Palm Springs Mini. It took me a long time to find this and like really get it, but I'm so happy I have it. I would say this is one of the most versatile pieces of my LV collection based on all the different ways that you can wear it. If you love backpacks and if you love mini bags, I think this is the perfect item from LV to have as a part of your collection. I like that it has this like youthful look to it, but it's definitely something that is appropriate for all ages. I know it kind of gets this like reputation like a teenager's bag. I don't think so at all. I think it's just adorable and it looks super good on. So I'm obsessed with this. One of my favorite pieces for sure, and I love it so much. So the next item is something that I'm going to show together, and I got these in 2021 when I got promoted at work, and it is my agenda covers. I have the medium one and of course the large one. Y'all, these are so good. These are my favorites. I use them every single day. But if I had to choose just one, and I've said this before, I would choose the larger one. I think because if you like look at them, I have larger handwriting, and if you just see like how much you can write in the larger one versus the smaller one that only takes personal size paper, there's a lot less real estate here to write. So if you have small handwriting and you like to have something on the go, I do think this is great for that. But if you do like, you know, like to really just kind of really take up all the space on your paper, this is really a great item. And of course people do carry this on the go, but I like this kind of stationed at home since it is a little bit bigger and has a tendency to be a little bit heavier than something like this. But it kind of depends on your needs and what you want. But like I said, just one, this is the one that I would go for. But if you kind of have some of those specifics that I really, you know, called out like just a moment ago, then this is a great way to go too. Okay, girl. All right, y'all, so the second to last item in my collection is the LV Cans bag. Y'all, this bag is such a gorgeous piece of art. And interestingly enough, this is the only LV item in my collection that is pre-loved. I went the pre-loved route because this item was no longer available in store. But honestly, y'all, even if you were to get the regular one that they have at all times, I would recommend buying it pre-loved because it tends to sell for a little less than retail on pre-loved markets. And not quite sure why, but if anything, I would say as much as I love this item, it is not the most practical item in my handbag collection. I'm sure you could probably guess that by its shape, but I would say because it requires two hands. So I wouldn't put this in a weekend warrior category because it's definitely a little harder to get in and out of compared to my other bags. It's one of those items that I prefer just to like take when I'm going to one specific place. So like brunch and then you're going home afterwards, dinner and then you're going home afterwards, because it is quite a hassle to kind of get in and out of this bag a lot. And because I like to carry it the top handle way, because I think that's the way that it looks the best versus the crossbody way, it does require kind of like a free hand. And if you're like running around on the weekend, taking care of errands, doing this, doing that, you may not have a free hand at all time to tend to this bag the way that it needs to be tended to. So that's my kind of POV on it. I really love it, but she's not the most practical item in my collection. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. All right. And so the last piece I purchased in 2019, which is my first piece, and it is the LV bum bag. Y'all, I love this. This style of bag is something that I've been carrying since I was in high school. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get it. Like, it's so cute. Bought it as a Christmas present to myself, and I love it so much. She's perfect. It's in such great condition. It has been with me through it all. I find that now I love to like take it with me as I travel and kind of am on the go, but still a wonderful weekend warrior. Such a great item. Such a cute bag. I feel like this one, she's just like a whole mood and vibe, and like she's kind of in a league of her own in so many regards. Like seriously, like when people see this, they're like, is that a Louis Vuitton like fanny bag? I'm like, yes. Yes it is. So yeah, I love it so much. It is such a fun item to have, kind of unexpected but very practical for sure. All right, y'all, so that is my entire LV collection. All 14 pieces collected in the course of about 3+ years. Y'all, I love them so much. A few tips for collecting. Keep in mind that Rome was not built in a day, so don't try to like run and get all this stuff overnight. I wouldn't recommend that for you, your pocketbook, no nothing. And you know, it takes time to decide if something is going to actually really work for you. So definitely encourage you to go to the store, try things on, think about them, watch like reviews about them, and do your research, because while so many items are beautiful and nice to have, they may not be like your item, you know what I mean? So it's okay to really just take your time, make the collection process like slow and steady. What I like to do is I like to kind of keep things like in my wish list portion of my LV app, and that kind of just keeps me a little bit more centered in terms of items that I actually want versus ones that are like hot for the moment or cool right now, or just recently released that like the internet is like going crazy over. It makes me really like figure out what I ultimately want. Okay, y'all, so that is my entire LV collection. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications each time I upload. I'll talk to you later. Bye.